Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over another solo queue video. I know it's been a couple weeks since I made one of these videos, but I am back. I'm enjoying CJX so far. Not a big fan of Clash, not a big fan of the repel glitches that keep coming out. There's one on Oregon, one on Outback, one on Chalet, where people can just glitch into the map. Other than that, I've been enjoying the season a lot, to be honest. But if you haven't seen one of these before, there's basically I go through a game of mine and do a retrospective analysis of what I did right, what I did wrong, what I can improve on, all to help you guys get better, you guys to learn, and help myself to get better, right? It always helps to just watch your own kind of gameplay. I've been enjoying Deimos a lot lately. It's fun to just go below bomb site, track somebody, shoot at them, and hopefully force them to your teammates. Unfortunately, this round the lesson is have more situational awareness, I guess. You'll notice I nade this kid because I know he's in that corner. I try to shoot him and I try to run away, and I get stuck on the door because I'm just a lot deeper in kitchen than I thought I was, and then we lose. That's just a really stupid mistake, but happens to the best of us. Just gotta GG go next kind of thing. For the next round, they're gonna go basement. I know that. So I'm gonna bring the Grim. Grim is a super underrated op in ranked. Pros know how good he is. High level ranked players know how good he is, but in just regular solo queue lobbies, he is very underutilized. So I'm rocking the Grim this round because he's got the hard breach charges. My goal is to open up meeting. So if you notice my drone route, I clear T1, I clear green, I clear kitchen, and there's a drone hole right into meeting, so I can clear that, and I can leave my drone split for flank watch. It's just a really quick route, easy way to just clear that portion of the map. It doesn't clear T2, and I didn't really look at the bottom of T1 steps, so you got to be a little bit careful when you walk in to tower. But other than that, it's a great drone route, very quick, very efficient. And I throw my other drone to drone site, and I'm just casually flipping between that one and my my flank drone just periodically, just so I know. And this is what Grim is good for. I can clear every single angle of pillar, tarps, bunker, iconic, e-box, everything. I can clear all of it with his ability, because if they're sitting there, they will get scanned. I do mess up my Grim beast here. I don't shoot right side of pillar like I should have, so he manages to, sneak away. Also, ignore the aim. I think the first game of the day, so my aim is just absolutely horrendous. But yeah, I kind of mess up my Grims. You want to try to bounce it to the right a little bit so that you can catch pillar while you're doing that, while you're clearing everything else. But it worked out. The smoke saw me drop, and I was sprinting when I dropped, so he was expecting me to run around pillar. I knew that he would expect that, so I just stopped sprinting and swung the other way. Those are just kind of little things that you learn as you play more, get more experience, get more game sense. You'll end up picking things like that up. So it worked so well that round. I figured, what the hell, why not? I'll do it again. Notice there's two people in big tower holding it. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care. My teammates with me. I got both my drone shot, but my teammate is with me, and I decide I'm gonna open up this other side of T1 so that they can't just feel safe behind a closed door or next to a closed barricade. And it seems to do the trick. I hop on teammate's drone just to see what he's doing, because I know he's droning tower. Since I don't have any drones, I might as well use somebody else's, right? I just kind of look real quick to see what he sees, and I wait for him to go in, because if I don't have a drone, going in blind is just dumb. You don't want to go in blind. I'd rather have my teammate go first and let me just get a refrag if somebody's there, to be honest, because I don't always trust teammates to get my refrag. But regardless, here we are again, same exact kind of situation. I'm clearing everything I can with Grim's bees, and then I drop. Honestly, this would have worked. It was a 2v4. It would have worked out if I just hit my shots there. I missed the goal. I was kind of aiming a little too low. But regardless, we got our 1. It's all you can really ask for on Oregon attack. As long as you get 1, you're still in the game. So we go to defense. I play the mute, which is my go-to up here. Those head holes are wrong, but I would rather do the wrong setup with your teammates, as long as it's what your teammates want, than do the right setup and it pisses your teammates off. Especially in solo queue, it's not really worth risking screwing up a teammate's setup, because there's a very high potential that they'll just TK you. But if you're playing in a stack, you're playing with friends, head holes on that attic wall is not it. You want to double reinforce it just so you can hold attic better, and that also allows you to extend into trophy if you wish and not have to worry about somebody taking big tower, opening attic, and shooting you in the back. Yeah, just for your guys' knowledge. I'm playing a spot called Bolo. Notice how I throw that C4? I just am a really big fan of throwing C4s out of breaches because people aren't going to expect it. Especially if you throw that one. Like, if you kind of think about what attackers do, what are they going to do? They're going to open that wall, run out to master balcony, and drone, right? So as long as I throw that C4 through the wall onto master balcony, I should get a pick, which I did. And then I play aggro on the IQ with the shoddy. I hear the Ash as well, and I hear her get on a drone, so I swing her. It's just really simple. I also know that the last guy's Maverick, so I'm expecting him to be in Big Tower because that's kind of what Mavericks do on Upstairs Oregon. They like to take attic. So I'm just kind of assuming he's here. And you notice there are Mav holes there, but he's not there. No dice. He rotated off. He went somewhere else. So I get to a safe spot, check cams. I'm not doing anything too drastic. I hear him shower hall. I hear him bottom white from the shower hall cam. So I'm going to play with the shotgun. Honestly, shotguns have been super inconsistent for me, at least mute and smoke's shotgun, since they made the limb changes this season. But this round, it worked out for me because I got 3 shotgun kills. You'll notice I waited for him to shoot a bunch, and then I swung because that's just kind of common sense, right? You're going to wait till he runs out of bullets before you swing, and it works. Now, basement, I like bringing the Azami, or I have been recently. I never really was a big Azami guy, but this season I'm trying her out a lot, and she's really good. Her ability is busted, honestly. There's a reason she gets banned so much in Pro League. But I'm just setting up a regular old Azami strat. You'll notice I was going to put it on the left side, and I moved to the right side. That's so I'm not blocking the head holes. Because if I'm blocking the head holes, then the head holes are kind of useless to hold bottom main, right? So I move it to the right side so that if somebody coming bottom main sees that, they have to worry about the head holes. They got to worry about either side of the keep a barricade, as well as the normal stuff, right? Like highway and stuff. So that was the reason for that. A lot of my round is kind of just spent on cams in basement because basement Oregon is like the perfect bunker site. You make your setups and you just figure out where they're coming from first. And you'll notice I see none of my teammates playing elbow or electrical. Or E-box. So I move and I take that space because I don't want somebody just walking in with our not being aware. So I walk up, I take elbow, and I just kind of hold. It's not super exciting, but kind of just got to do your job on defense. I hear someone bunker, and I hear someone on the hatch. So I'm kind of a little boned here. If they were coordinated and the bunker guy opened the door and the hatch guy dropped at the same time, I'd be screwed. So knowing that, I had to take my gunfight with one of them, and the bunker door guy was the one that I chose. And luckily I won it. And then I can keep that off so I don't have to worry about bunker again until they shoot it down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I go back to holding. You'll notice we have a dock. I don't get too concerned with getting heals from dock. unless I can tell, like in this situation, I saw him running towards me through the wall, then I'll move so that he can heal me. But more times than not, I've seen people that they're so concerned with getting a dock stim that they end up dying or getting their dock killed. And it just ends up putting you in a worse situation. So I play like there's not a dock unless he's right next to me or like I know I have a free second to get a heal. Otherwise, I just kind of play my game, you know? And yeah, I only got one kill that round, but it killed the bunker guy, and my teammates did the rest of the work, and sometimes that's all you need. Now, this next round, I'm actually showing you part of the prep phase for a reason. I am a big Capcan guy, first of all. I always have. I mean, it's free kills if you know where to put it, right? So I'm showing you this Capcan spot. I put 3 on this door. Most people don't ever check it. You can put them there like upstairs too, or if you're playing upstairs or playing basement, bomb site, anywhere, any round you can really put them there. It'll just catch somebody pushing small tower. I put my other 2 on stage door from green. I didn't show that in this, but you'll see that those 2 also get a kill. I just love playing Capcan on certain situations. He's not the best on every single bomb site or even every single map, but there are certain spots that you can put him where you're more likely to get a kill than not, and those are some of the ones on Oregon. Just on that showers double, and sometimes you can put it on closet door if you're going upstairs, but it doesn't really work in the higher ranks. You'll notice I got 60 points from that. That means 3 Capcans went off, which means that was my 3 that I put on the double door. Here, I know the Nomad was outside. I saw her little ability, so I went to swing, try to get the kill. She backed off, so then I held the pixel, and when she swings, I shoot a couple bullets, and then I back off, and I don't re-peek it, because I know she's going to be holding it now, right? There's no reason to give my life away. It's a 4v3 now. There's just no reason to give the opponents an opportunity to win. I see those bullets go through the wall, and I have no idea like where the enemies are right now. I'm kind of just sitting in a spot trying to figure out where they're coming from. I know that the Nomad was meeting, and I also know we don't have anyone green hall, so I'm a little scared about that. And now I hear one in security. So I know for sure there's one security. I can hear Striker. I don't know he's Striker now, but I can hear the Striker in dining. And it's here that I realize I need to get a pick, right? Because we're down to a 2v3. I don't want to get into like a 1v2 gunfight. So I realize I got to take a pick. I hear Striker pull out his grenade, and I swing. And then I swing the second one, which is the Nomad. Just because I don't know, I kind of just got overzealous. But there's the other Capcan traps there that I got kills off of. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really a chaotic game, I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't like super long, didn't give me a ton of time to talk about a bunch. But hopefully you guys learned a little something. Maybe you guys can try that Grim strat for basement, maybe pull out the Capcans, things like that. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. I will have another video out for you next week. I know I have another solo queue video that I could make, but I also don't want to do 2 solo queue videos in a row. I kind of want to do a tip video. However, if you guys want me to do another solo queue video instead of a tip video, leave that in the comments, and I'll take all those into consideration, and I'll probably end up doing that then. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.